Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it again with Chubb. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Slot man moves right. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. It has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
11 empty paint. 11 empty paint.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. Looking to pass. Dancing to his left. He's got a man. Complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
11.
Burrow will throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And the opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial. Make your choice. But right now, you like what you're doing in this possession.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Watson now to throw. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. He's got room at the 30. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown! Well, they talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Gun.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
11, Thomas.
Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A game there of 30 big ones. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatic.
And this throw will be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
They give the Chubb out of the gun.
And not much room to speak of. They'll get about 3 up to the 41.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Hardman on the return. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Bengals take over first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here we go.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
On third down, Burrow rolling to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on is the lefty, Kevin Huber, to kick it away for the Bengals here on fourth down. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. Take it at the 37. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Browns will take over first and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. From just shy of midfield, Watson going out wide, finds Chubb. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. To throw is Watson. That one is caught by Hunt. Fighting through it, he's got space. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, 37 yards. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow under pressure, and they got to him again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a third and long after that sack we just saw.
11, 11, 11.
Looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Nicole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. The final shot before the break, Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
It's Mixon on the counter. Room here to run. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Fielded right around the 8.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Watson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2, ready?
Quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 4.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Here we go.
And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set.
11 Thomas. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Browns drive about to get started. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Chubb will try the middle here. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run again with Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the... Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Now on 2nd and 16.
Burrow. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Burrow going to keep it running right.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
This one fielded at the...
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Bengals grab it.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Watson. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Kenny Moore.
And the Bengals have just about